brain rot is rampant in Fortnite creative, especially if you look through Discover. There's just brain rot left and right, and it gets tons of players. Like, those people are making so much money, and I want that money. So today, I'm seeing how fast I can make a stupid brain rot map like this, and then I'm going to release it, and we're going to see how it does in Discover. So I'm definitely limiting myself to just today, but I want to get this done within like a couple hours. I'm not going to give myself a set time limit, except for just today. I'm not allowed to work on it after today. So I mean, I guess we're just gonna get started. Here's my idea though. So I'm gonna make pretty much like the most basic kind of map that shouldn't take me too long. It's like the like 4v4v4v4 go goated type of thing. So there's gonna be 4 bases. Each one is going to be a different brain rot meme from 2025, and then you're gonna fight in the middle. It's very simple, and hopefully should be very, very fast to make. I'm just gonna get started by dropping in some chapter 1 terrain. So I mean, I guess I'll just go. But wait, before I get into that, if you guys happen to be over at the shop and you were to come over here and chuck in code GrazyMan, I would appreciate that so much. Thank you to everybody already using it. All right, let's begin. Alright, I'm about done with the actual map itself, I think. But, well, I just restarted the recording. I was at 4 hours of the last recording. I ended it just to make sure that it didn't, like, get corrupt or anything. Because of how long it was. But I don't really, like... Okay, so here's the problem. I just uploaded it to a private version, and I got a memory calculation. And I'm on my Creator Portal projects right here. I can search. What I had it code named as was M2025MB. Wait, what was it exactly? I forget. It was, why? This is the exact name that I had typed in there. And it says no projects found. I could scroll through all of my projects right here, and there would be, it's not in here. So I don't really know what the heck is going on, or why it's not showing up here. So, because I'm trying to upload the private version now so that I can test it out. Oh, I forgot to delete that floor. Damn it. So, I am a bit of an artist, okay? So this here is what I've cooked up, and it is really beautiful. I will say, unfortunately, if you're in Russia, you're not going to be able to play this absolute experience because the age rating is it's too high over there. Okay, because old Vladdy doesn't want you shooting people. Okay, putting in a lobby background image is just too much effort, so not going to be doing that. It's in review. I forgot that it had to do that. That's annoying.
A few moments later.
So I just tested it, and this does not work at all. So I have come up with a new system that I'm going to be using, but I'm hungry, so I'm going to go eat. And then I'll come back, and I'll fix it, and I'll create a new I'll create a new private version, and I'll get that up. And then I think I can be done. This shouldn't be too complicated. Alright, and this is another half an hour on, so it was like 4 hours before, now at another half hour. Alright, so I'm pretty much done with everything, and I think it actually works this time. But my private release that I tried to do, just to test stuff, got rejected. And I read through like what they actually said, and I'm gonna have to be making some pretty drastic last-minute changes, just to a few things. But they said pretty much, I'm not allowed to include pictures of real people anywhere in the map or in the promotional images. So I'm gonna have to. That's why everybody uses the freaking AI cartoon versions of them in the maps, I guess. I've never tried to do this before, so I didn't know that that was one of the rules. Okay, what I've landed on is what I believe to be the final version of this map. I started at like 11:30, and it's now almost 5 o'clock. Jesus Christ. Pretty much. I've done some stupid AI stuff, and now they aren't technically real people, you know? Some of them, like, the low taper fade, I don't know, you can kind of tell this is that one picture in Ninja. It's a little bit harder, though. And the Property Egypt one is also a bit harder to tell. The Chop Chin and Eye of Ra pretty clear. But they are also now labeled under the base exactly what they are, so if people don't understand, they'll be able to understand after they see that. They can probably make the connection from there. But this, I'm going to launch a memory calculation, and I'm going to upload the private version. I've also made a new version of the thumbnail. So, yeah, I'm also changing everything to 4v4 Go Goated instead of 4v4v4v4 because it's a mouthful. So, alright, and also my new system for spawning, for some reason the spawn pads weren't working right, so now everybody has 2 lives, and at the start of the game it kills everyone, and then they respawn in the correct base that they were supposed to. So, I mean, it works, I guess. Alright. I will probably not record again until maybe a couple days after this is launched, just to give like a rundown, see if anybody's actually played it or anything, or if stuff like this actually works. So, see ya. Alright, so it's been a little bit over a week. About 9 days since I published the map initially. So I'm about to click on this, and we're going to look through the analytics. So I only checked these a couple times, so let's see what happened. Okay. So we had one player the day that it released. I remember this, because I was playing it, and then I saw somebody join. I was just messing around in there to make sure that it worked, and then somebody joined. And then here, 2 on the 7th, so the next day, 2 people. And then this is the 13th, so 2 days ago, also 2. And that was it. So a total of 5 people played it. Alright, so I'm back. I'm editing this now on March 6th. So it's been exactly a month since I published it. That's just a coincidence. I wasn't trying to get it like that. I just have been pushing off editing this video because I had like 6 hours of footage. So, here we got the charts again, because it's actually had a little tiny spike. It's not like anything major or anything, but so here's February 6th, and then last thing that I saw then was on the 13th with 2 more on the 15th, then 4 on the 16th, then the 18th I had 1, 2 on the 23rd, 2 on the 24th, then 7 on the 26th, and 7 more the day after. And then it dropped back down to 1 the next day, and then March 1st was the last time it had any activity, and it had 2. Although sometimes the activity comes in a little delayed, but it probably still is the last time it had any activity. But it had, that's a bunch more. Let me calculate how many total that is. Okay, so at the end of the first week, it had 5 players, and at the end of the first month, it has 33. So, not terrible. 33 total lifetime players. Well, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it is pretty bad. But, it's more than 0. And, I mean, I would say, like, I only spent a day on it, but it was a large portion of that day. It took a long time. Anyway, I don't even remember what I have to say in the old clip, so I'm just gonna go back to that now. It's just, I was scrolling down to some of my maps. Who is playing FNAF Only Up Scary, dude? Who is the one person that's playing this map? Okay, and this has happened before. For some reason, the map isn't showing up when I look it up in my projects, but now there's another person on FNAF Only Up Scary. And 6 goats on Hello Neighbor Horror. Yes, sir. So anyway, I'm typing in 2025 here, which is in the name of the project, and it's not coming up. And if I look up the file name, it was Y2025, because you can't start it with a number. And it's still not showing up. But, I mean, that would show me, like, clicks and impressions and stuff. And I really don't know why it isn't. I don't really know why it's not showing up, but last time I checked, the map had, like, a few hundred, like, clicks, and it had thousands of impressions. So, I mean, it had, like, brain rot and stuff in it, so it was getting recommended to people who played other brain rot stuff. And then I guess they clicked on it, and most people just decided not to play. But now the analytics are just not showing up anywhere. But that's fine. So that'll be it for this video. I think the lesson here is that you probably have to put some kind of effort in the map to make it do good, which is strange. Weird concept here, even though half the stuff I see in Discover probably doesn't even take that into account. I think the biggest factor that I haven't mentioned yet is all luck. You really do have to get lucky for the stars to align to get a map to pop off and Discover. And this one just didn't. And you know what? That's okay, because it was really terrible anyway. But it did work, and I made it all in one day, and those are the 2 most important things for this video specifically. So thank you all so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this one. This one, I haven't even started editing it yet. I know I've got like 5 hours of footage, and it's going to be absolute hell. Please, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed. I really appreciate it all. And there is a channel membership. Okay, nobody seems interested in it, but you know, like, you could join it. I guess that's it. So if you want to see me actually make good maps instead of bad maps like this, that's what I do most of the time, I hope. So stick around for actual good videos. And before I say the thing, just the code is in the description, okay? Now I know nobody wants to play this map, but if you want to hop on with your friends because it's funny, and because it'll be so bad it'll be a funny experience, then the code is there. And you'll drop a few extra cents in my pocket, and I always appreciate that. I should come up with a catchphrase, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.